Yeah, this somebody is in the building. Okay, last zero, what I say? He say we need TV. I'm sure 1911. Who say about has stories are massa. Story be what has you be now. They say the play be by a friend. What are some else? 1 or 2 years say, hey, 20 out of 4. Who the answer of 1911? Yeah, Kasa say from
yeah, this is a boy. I'm big. I'm a catch them. Baby, I travel there to 1911. House of Fest passing. I'm okay. 1911.
So they can get their hands on the ultimate trophy as taking this top 4.
Well, also don't forget that the likes of Benjamin Asari are back in. We also see Kelvin Osesibe. It tells you how important this game is for the Cobians. Lost in the President's Cup some weeks ago at the Accra Sports Stadium, and Koji Ramani, we've seen some fantastic football from him and then the lads. So I expect some good football tonight, and Accra folk would want to get their hands on that trophy. As I said earlier, Kotoko would want to sport the party for the Cobians.
Battle lines drawn, some powder flying up in the skies here at the UG Stadium, and we are also ready live on TH1 TV, live on Star FM. My name again, Benjamin Yama, in there in commentary with my colleague Jones Aji, and we are outside. All is set for the hero encounter here. It is a Crown Poco to tee us off in this all-important clash live at the UG Stadium. Referees Reginald Collins Samoa, Theophilus Akoguri, and Seth Ableto start on the fourth referee must by Gideon Nee Kofi, and we are ready to go. And we are underway at the next month against Chad.
Every decision made, or of course, everything he will do today.
Up with the Warriors in their own half. Mohamed Kamara controls coolly in his own half. I'm sure he will not be looking out for any of his colleagues giving a very weird back pass like we saw in their first game. Ball with the House of Oak team in the midfield now. Abdul Karim controls, rolls one up beautiful at the He locates Amankwa Berfi on the right side. Berfi with a good pass now to Kakari Martin on the right side. Back to Amankwa Berfi. Little options and to go back to Kelvin Osei SCB. Has to focus the ball in their own half. Mohamed Ali. Ali back to midfield now to Opon Afrani. Opon controls, looks for options. To the left side he goes now to Ransford Mensah. Mensah locates his colleague in Mohamed Ali. Ali will look for options. The visitor told now. Spreads play to the right side. He finds Amankwa Berfi. On the ball for Arthur. Back to midfield now to Abdul Karim. Karim looks up. Good ball from him now to Paco. Flick the ball on now. It drops. Duku with a chance for Arthur. It's a goal!
Oh wow! What a way to start the Super Clash. What were they doing at the back?
Football watching. Look at it. The flick from Paco was good. Duku ran to it. The career was ball watching. And the count finished on Duku to open the floodgates here at the UG Stadium. Kotoko 1, Kotoko 0.
I mean, when you look at that pass infield and the one-time flick that went over the head of Zakaria, he was caught ball watching. He didn't know what went over him, and all Frank Duku had to do was follow the ball and Natsme goalkeeper Kamara. Now Hatofok are up for a goal.
Duku with a goal after he scored last Sunday in the Homer World Cup. Second goal for Hatofok. He joined them from Vision FC. Frank Abroa Duku. Ball, great stats with Kotoko with the ball in your house now. Hussein is to be checking at the back of Kotoko. But passes line was straight to Mohamed Hussein. Hussein finds Karim. Karim on the ball now. Beautiful play from Karim. Shoots! And straight at Kamara, who saves coolly for the fabulous lads. Duku has gone down though. I missed out what happened by Albert Amwa. Albert Amwa bearing on goal now. Options very few. Stopping his track still by Mohamed Ali. Impressive play from Ali Mohamed.
Yeah, but then again, I talked about Albert Amwa being found in space, and yet again, he's found in space. What happens is that when Kotoko play out from the back, they draw out men who try to press, and then they go long, trying to find men in midfield, and then again, a similar ball to Albert Amwa. This time around, he was crowded by Accra players and lost out there.
Mohamed Kamara, the goalkeeper for Kotoko, back in goal today after he was replaced for a second game against Heart of Lions, but he's back in goal again now. Was considered ready. And a poor one from Mohamed Kamara. And the coaching staff are living at him on the sidelines.
After surveying his options, he decided to go finding.
Throwing it is for Accra Artsofolk. Yao Amankwa Befi. You recall there was a Yao Amankwa miracle some time back. Outrider for Artsofolk, and he is Yao Amankwa Befi. Put him in the midfield now. Abdul Karim controls, rolls one up beautiful at have. He locates Amankwa Befi on the right side. Befi with a good pass now to Kakari Martin on the right side. Back to Amankwa Befi. Little options and to go back to Kelvin or say SCB. Has to focus the ball in their own half.
Because we've also seen some brilliant set plays from the Phobians. Maybe the Porcupine Warriors would have one of their own, and then of course confirmation of that yellow card. Opoku again in the tete-a-tete with entry.
Can entry Emmanuel, who is there behind the ball with Esiedu, work some magic. Reminds me of the early 2000s when Kotoko had Steven Tiko drawing their fold. I recall at the Obayara Stadium a free kick from a similar spot from the right side. He bent one in over Samir J, who was then in go for Artsofolk. I recall that game so well. But this time around, though, it is Entry, Emmanuel, and Esiedu who are behind the ball for Kotoko. The human wall being formed there. The other two men are plotting and planning. Benjamin Asari is ready as well in his goal, getting his wall ready, well placed. The human wall form. It's okay, he says. Yeah, we're good to go here. Hussein and Pakua in the wall for Artsofolk. Esiedu and Entry. Who will it be? Looks like Entry with the ball. Good one. It drops in area still though. Headed out there by SCB. Referee has blown for an infringement for high foot against Kotoko. Samba O'Neill.
Good one. We talked about them taking advantage of their set pieces, and I think that it was a great one. The ball came in, heads went up, just that the defensemen were up to the task, and then the rebound from the captain, well, overhead kick went and Karim
Zito. Pensive. Meanwhile, Hassa bringing on substitution. Abdul Karim out. Rafael Amponsa has come on. Rafael Amponsa was so impressive when these two sides met in the President's Cup for Artsofolk. He's back in action, replacing Abdul Karim, who has had a very decent game, if you ask me. Benjamin has had a long kick-off field straight to Samba O'Neill. Samba will have to locate goalkeeper Kamara. Congo to Guinea. Guinea on the ball. That's Kamara from Guinea. Looks up for a long one. Sends a long one upfield now. Ball lands. Headed out by Amankwa Befi and straight to Benjamin Asari. Benjamin Asari, the Black Stars #1 goalkeeper, 33 years old. He rolls one down. He locates Kelvin Osei SB. SB with a long kick-up field. Headed powerfully out there by Zakaria Husseini. Out for a throw-in for the Phobians.
Well, I think that we've seen that introduction of Rafael Amponsa into the fold of the Phobians, and it tells you the intentions of the coach. And I won't be surprised if Coach Abdul Karim Zito would make a substitution of his, because he needs a goal and he needs it very fast.
David Opon finally with a beautiful play there. He finds Kakari Martin and ball be cleared though.
Yeah, this boy is Sampra in the building. Last year, watch us here. He said, "We need TV. I'm sure 1911. Who about has stories are massa. Story be what has you been. They say the play be by a friend. What has you met? 1 or 2 years say, hey, 20 out of 4. Who the answer of 1911? Yeah, Kasa say from her.
Yeah, this is a boy big I'm catch them say, baby, I travel there to 1911. House of 50 passing. I'm okay.